I couldn't call in yesterday. The Michigan-Ohio State 8 game. Full disclosure, I'm from Detroit, so you kind of know who I'm rooting for. But I kind of think that when Todd or Day says the second worst day in his life was when he lost to Michigan again, second only to his dad dying, I thought that's pretty extreme, unhealthy obsession. But and then on the campus, they put red tape over all the letters M's on the signs. I just think they are literally obsessed with beating Michigan. Michigan loves to beat Ohio State. If they lose, they lose. They move on. They play again next year. So
well,
I don't know.
This is about the fans. You know, they want Kyle Whittingham to come in and give, a Newt Rockne speech about beating Michigan or beating Ohio State. And that's not who he is. It's not Bo Schembechler and Woody Hayes. And if Ryan Day is saying that, equating a loss to the loss of your father, you're kind of placating the fan base there. I get that. I don't think the players are caught up in this because you have NIL, the transfer portal, and rivalries are built through history. Because you might have not liked somebody in high school or your first year at a university, you lost that game, and then you're going to come back that next year. These guys are transferring. This is about money. It's not, hey, I don't want to go to Michigan. I'm from Ohio. How much is Michigan willing to pay me? All right, I'm going to go to Michigan. C.J. Carr went to Notre Dame. His grandfather coached at Michigan. Like, it's not like you're my dad or grandfather was a fan. No, he was a coach. He was the head coach at Michigan. Yes, Marvin.
Even Bryce Underwood, the guy they paid a boatload of money, is just kind of indifferent.
Yeah, he's quoted as saying, do you have Bryce Underwood, Marvin? Here is the Michigan quarterback.
It's a blessing to be in. Very physical. Like I said, it's all around taxing mentally. Physically, you got to stay strong mentally. You got to stay strong physically. You can't quit. Can't give up.
When you think about your first meeting with Ohio State, what comes to mind?
I lost. So that's all it is.
Does that drive you?
I mean, my goal is to be 1-0 every day, Saturdays, I want to be 1-0. Sundays, I want to be 1-0. Mondays, I want to be 1-0. So that's what drives me.
How much different is that game from any other you've played in?
It's just another game, just with guys in a different color. That's how I see it.
It might be healthy to have that attitude. Like, win every game. Sometimes you gear up and you go, yeah, we went 7-4, but we beat Ohio State. Okay, that's not good enough. I know it's good enough in that rivalry where you go, we beat Ohio State or we beat Michigan. Here's something for you. Oklahoma State, good example. 50 new transfers. And a lot of players probably didn't spend years hearing about the rivalry with Oklahoma. They're just coming in. This is business now. Here's your transfer portal classes. LSU, 41 players. Ole Miss, 29. Penn State, 39. Auburn, 39. So you're not there for years hearing about the rivalry. You might be just coming in for a paycheck. Hey, you got to hate them. Well, Kyle Whittingham said what I truly believe he feels. It's like, I don't want to hate anybody. I want to beat them. This is for the fans. The fans get caught up in this. They love this, and I'm fine with it. It's the last rivalry we probably have, a true rivalry, and it's the fans have the rivalry. I think the players get caught up in it that week, but I don't think they obsess 365 days out of the year. And I don't think that's healthy to do that. Yes, Marvin.
Yeah, I think teams like that, they get caught up when the former players might show up. Say if you're Ohio State and Eddie George and Archie Griffin, guys like that, when they show up the week of and they talk about how intense the rivalry is, and then they'll feel it that entire week. But I'm sure, just like you said, it's not going to be all that different to them.
Yeah, Paulie.
And Bryce Underwood's a local. He's lived this his whole life. He's aware of it. He's not like a kid from Florida or California who's new at Michigan. He's from Detroit. He played high school football there. So he's both aware of it, but also not like crazy about it.
Yes, Marv.
And it's not like Michigan was his first choice. He only went there because they offered more money than LSU. He was good as gone.
I know. He was going to LSU. They're like, well, hold on. And then I think they brought in like major donor money. Larry Ellison?
Yeah, Larry Ellison's fourth wife went to Michigan and said, Hubs, you know what I want for Christmas?
Yes, Dylan.
I mean, even in the pros, the concept of rivalries is kind of dwindled a bit. Like Red Sox Yankees isn't what it once was. I mean, there will probably never be another pro athlete again that plays on one team for their entire career, and that's fine. Like I totally get why. But I remember when Johnny Damon went to the Yankees.
Well, Wade Boggs.
Yeah. But it was like, how could this happen?
I know. Yep, that rivalry is just not the same.
No.
I think the Packers and the Bears, that feels still a little bit more like a rivalry, but that's the fans. Although Aaron Rodgers, when he said, basically, I've owned you for, my entire career in Green Bay, which is factually true. He did own the Bears. He owned Chicago. But, rivalries, Giants and the Dodgers, that's a rivalry. But that feels like it's fan-based rivalries, not necessarily players. Because players come and go. The fan, you stay there. Your loyalty is there forever, your life. And, it was your dad's, maybe your grandfather's. Yeah, Dylan.
Yeah, I think it's naive to expect that players are going to feel as passionately about these rivalries as you when you're a ninth generation, Steelers fan. Then you hate the Ravens with a passion.
Yeah, but that's still kind of a rivalry.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and maybe it's not still kind of, it is a rivalry.